Most of the S&P is reported already, but we're still getting a lot of big names rolling in, as well as the mid caps and the small caps. You really don't want to miss any of these out of the best charts that are going to be reporting at the end of the week. So let's jump right into it. Our first company is Ctrip. This is the Chinese online travel agency, and they have a great record. They haven't missed in 5 years. Shares have been a little choppy along the way, but they're eventually going in the right direction here. Priceline owns a big chunk of this company, so there's a lot of people involved and at stake here. They've had a couple big beats the last 2 quarters, so we'll see if they can do it again, and if investors believe enough to push these shares, maybe busting out of that range and going up to a new high. But this is what I'm going to be watching at for the travel side, which has been a hot market as the middle class expands and as everybody basically wants to travel the world. Our next company is Symantec. They just have these 2 misses out of the last 5 years, and shares really took off in 2016. So we have the big breakout here, 3 beats in a row. Everybody's going to be looking for another beat here. They have been very consistent, so I like the odds of them coming through there. But it's been a real hot stock, so if you're playing the momentum, this is one you want to keep watching. Our third stock is a defense contractor, Orbital ATK. They just have this 1 miss last quarter, actually, so we'll see if they can rebound off of it, get another beat in there, but otherwise they have a real great track record. That big sell-off there was when they were spun off, so I wouldn't be concerned about that sell-off in 2015. But yeah, the defense side has been real strong, so I'm kind of surprised the shares don't have more momentum. But if you're looking for a name that's not one of the big name ones, this is one you should be watching. And then we're going to move into Brookfield Asset Management, BAM. This is a Canadian company that does asset management. They've been in business over 100 years, which I love, but they invest a lot in real estate. They own a lot of commercial real estate and shopping malls, that kind of thing. They do infrastructure. If you're, going to build a railroad or things like that, they may be involved. They may be investing there. They've got a great track record. They only have that 1 miss in early 2012, which is forever ago. Shares, haven't broken out to these new highs since the sell-off in 2015 into early 2016, but they've got some upward momentum here. So this is one to watch if you're interested in kind of this investment area. And then we're going to finish off the week with CA Inc. They just have the 1 miss back in 2014, so very consistent, but they're on the IT side, management and services, and on the software side, it's not the real glamorous side of tech. This is more the grunt side, but again, if you want someone who's consistently beating, nobody's consistently beating as these guys with just the 1 miss. Shares are choppy though, so I'm not sure what to expect on the actual earnings report here, but again, if you're playing the miss and the beat, this is one you should be watching. There's a lot of companies reporting at the end of the week. These are just some of the best that I pulled out. I go through the charts so you don't have to, but remember that just because a company is beat every quarter doesn't mean they will always going forward. As we saw with Orbital, they had that great record 5 years running, and then whoops, they had the miss. So that's something to keep in mind, but you got to love the track record on the ones that are beating. It's not easy to do. You think it is, but there's only a couple dozen companies that have perfect track records. So if you see those or 1 or 2 misses, that's a great earnings track record, and I like to trade those. If you're interested in the options on any of these and any of the retail group that's going to be reporting this week and next, Dave Bartosiak over at Zacks Live Trader is covering options trades on some of the retail groups. So be sure to tune in over there, Zacks Live Trader on YouTube, and I'll be covering all of the retail charts as we move forward and get more of those companies. So be sure to tune in here, and as always, I'll bring you the best of the earnings charts so you can trade them. I'll see you again next time.